Hello and welcome to U4 Systems Launch Engine. Let's get started. Launch Engine is a widget program. You can monitor your system's CPU, GPU, RAM, disk usage, launch programs and folders via shortcuts, use media controls, and make your empty desktop look like a fancy tech dashboard. Currently, this program is in early access on Steam and is in active development. When you first start the program or launch it, it will minimize to your system tray, open it up, read through the end user license agreement. The program will set itself up to launch on startup by default. You can disable this in the context menu in the file on startup, enable or disable. The program will store all of its settings and widget content in the documents folder labeled Launch Engine. As you can see, it's got content and the settings. Also in the context menu, you have import project. This is where you've exported projects from Launch Engine and you can import them back into here. And you've also got config files to open up all those configs and open the settings folder. You've also got help with documentation to discover how to create widgets with Launch Engine API. And you also got open shortcuts, which I'll be talking about it later. The Discover section is where you can search, sort, and filter widgets. You can simply subscribe or unsubscribe by clicking the plus button or minus button on the card, or by clicking on the card, you can unsubscribe or subscribe in the slider of a panel. You can also upvote or downvote or open straight to the workshop item. And you can also see the workshop item's description, file size, and all the tags. You can also refresh to see the most up-to-date items. In the library, you will have a mix of subscribed items, favorites, your created items, and you have all to show all your items. From here, you can launch the widget. As you can see, you can also relaunch it by clicking it again. You can center it on your screen in case maybe it goes off your screen somehow as you change your monitors. You don't know. And you can also close the widget. And in the gear icon, you click and you can go to the widget properties. Here you just have some basic information about the widget that you have installed, the author, the version, the ID, size, and the path to the widget. You have in the options, you have the properties. You can set as the run on startup, so when this program launches, the widget will launch. You can favorite it, or you can set it to always on top, so it will be on top of all your windows. Below here you have from the creator, the developer. So these options are made by them. They don't come from Launch Engine. So it's whatever they've set here. So this will update live on your widget. As you can see, I can just change the color or set an image, change the text. This is basically whatever the developer has set for it. And in here, you've got the access. This is all the permissions that the developer wants access to make their widget work. So external web request, that means access the web. They can these URLs that they can access. This is the system access, such as system audio, the shortcuts, and all the system stats. If you have specifically a launcher widget installed, such as Launcher, which allows you to open up shortcuts, with an open shortcut button will appear here. You can also click on File, Open Shortcuts as well. When you make changes to the shortcuts, you must relaunch the widget for it to update with your new shortcuts. We'll look into it now on the Open Shortcuts. Shortcuts is where you can create collections of shortcuts and add launch tags to those shortcuts. You can drag in almost anything, but mostly you'll be putting in .exe files, text files, or folders here, but you can pretty much launch pretty much anything you want. Shortcuts is primarily used for widgets that have set up permissions to make use of this. You can simply add the item enter the details, or you can drag and drop the items in. You must relaunch the widget for it to take effect. So for example, if I'm in library and I open up launcher, there's nothing in here. I'll drag an item on here. For example, test. Make sure you save. And then as you can see, it's not here yet. So I'll go into the program and I will relaunch it. And as you can see, shortcuts have launched, and that's how you use shortcuts. If you want to make your own widgets or clone projects and make modifications, you simply go to the editor. Here you can create a widget, pick from a template. I'm going to call it test, and you can use your various templates. I'm going to select title bar, click create. It'll appear in projects, and you can search and have the most recent, oldest, and by name. And here you can clone, delete, and open the project. In the Explorer, you can import files, create folders, create files, and when you click on the config, you'll have all the config information, such as the metadata. So you set the author, name, description, the tags. These tags will be on the workshop. You have the workshop ID. This acts differently. If it's blank and you click on publish, it will create a new workshop item. If you have an ID already in there and you click publish, it will update the item. You can also export your project and you can run it and relaunch it. You can close it and you can save each of these tabs of your item. Make sure to save before you publish. You have permissions. In these permissions, make sure you have the item checked of what you want access to, such as system audio, play, stop, the shortcuts as mentioned in this video, or the system stats. And you've also got the web request. You want access to the network, and you've got to put in the URLs that are associated with what you want access to. And down below we've got the user options. You set these, for example, text box, checkbox, color, image. These will appear for the user. They can select, and what changes they do get sent to the workshop, your workshop item. Here you can set the width and height of your workshop, and that is pretty much it for this editor. Well, that's it. That's Launch Engine. I hope you enjoyed the program. There is a lot more to come with this program, with updates, upgrades, and many more features. Make sure to leave comments, send emails, reviews, and I can make changes to this program to better your experience. Your feedback matters. This program might even do way more than just widgets in the future. Ta-ta for now.